Now we are discussing about Wi-Fi analyzer. With the increasing the infrastructure complexity, we are trying to connect by using different computers for our router. We may experience some problems in the real time. That might be speed of the network. We might observe there is a change in the speed of the network. Sometimes we may get download speed very much high. When the engineer comes and tests, the download speed is high. But when he goes, sometimes the speed will be high, sometimes the speed will be low at the homes. And when you observe, when you are near to router, the Wi-Fi signal strength is more. When you are going far away from the router, the Wi-Fi signal strength is less. Sometimes when we want more speed, that time the speed might not be more. Sometimes when we don't need it, that time the speed might be high. So these are the reasons what we are saying. We need a reliable connection. Whatever the speed the particular network operator is promising, we want that much speed. Whether it may be download speed or upload speed. Definitely download speed is higher than upload speed. But whatever the speed we are expecting, that should be maintained consistently. So the availability of the network and the reliability of the connection, not switching on and off. The connection should be reliable as we expect the connection should be. So the availability of the networks in the all times, it should be in the same manner. That's how we expect. But in real time, that is not happening. If that happens, it will give the maximum bandwidth. So by maintaining the proper network, by maintaining the network efficiently, we can use the bandwidth efficiently. If we are not able to maintain the network properly, reasons might be n number of reasons. Reasons might be traffic issue, reasons might be dead end point, reasons might be you have wrongly placed the router where actually there is no chance for transmitting the signal. Reasons might be you placed router where there is a chance of reflection of the electromagnetic wave. N number of reasons might be. Reasons might be you placed router where the place can absorb the electromagnetic signal and you cannot receive the electromagnetic signal. These are the n number of the reasons. But these reasons are causing signal disturbances. Signal is always fluctuating. And now we require a tool to optimize the speed of our network. We are talking about the wireless connectivity. In the wired connectivity, there are disturbances. We are not telling about in wired connection there are no disturbances. But compare it to wireless, in wired connection the disturbances are very less. We expect the speed, consistent speed. But in Wi-Fi, the disturbances are more. So we are using the Wi-Fi analyzer only for the wireless network, remember. And here we are trying to use the tools for optimizing the speed. We are expecting what is the speed we have to get for the downloading and what is the uploading speed. We are expecting a consistent, reliable speed, and the performance should be maximum. As we mentioned, if the network is properly maintaining, when the performance is good, we can efficiently use the bandwidth. More number of users can connect to the Wi-Fi. For that, either we are using Wi-Fi analyzer. This Wi-Fi analyzer can be either software application or hardware device. Software application means we can download and we can use in our mobiles or in our computers. Hardware device means in big companies generally there is a network engineer who will manage the entire network. They will maintain the hardware of this hardware Wi-Fi analyzer. So it might be either software application or it might be either hardware device. Hardware device generally we see in big companies network engineers will use. In the software applications they will be installed in the mobiles and the computers. Now, what this Wi-Fi analyzer will do? It will analyze the connection. What is the problem with the connection? Whether there is any need to change. Whether there is any need to change the topology. First, it will analyze the connection. It will collect the data. It will collect the data and it will mention these are the dead end points. These are the points where we are having faults. So after identifying the problems, we will try to identify the weak signal areas. This is the place where you are not getting the signal. This is the place where the signal is getting distorted. This is the place where the user might not get the signal. So these access points and channels where the signal might be less or the traffic might be more. There are two reasons. The signal might be less or more number of users are there in particular region. In that particular region, some 10 to 15 persons are trying to connect to that only one router. Example, in our campus, we are using a network and we have 10 routers. But out of those 10 routers, only in one router all the traffic is there. Then definitely the speed will affect, the router efficiency will decrease. Now we are trying to channelize that. So we are seeing the access points. So in this time, the network engineer will understand the problem. So because here the traffic is more, instead of one router, place two routers here. Instead of two routers, place three routers here. That's how we can check the access points where the more number of users are getting connected, and we are trying to understand the channel traffic where actually more traffic is being there, where the more traffic is there. Sometimes some channels we may find the faulty links. We can give the alternative route for it immediately. So here this report can be either we can see visually in the mobile app itself, and it will in the dashboard it appears if it is a software application. If it is a hardware device, by using the hardware device, we can see the same thing by the network engineers in the applications. Now we can identify the troublesome nodes. These troublesome nodes can be disconnected. We can give the alternative path to it, and we can switch them by using the alternate. If there is a problem in a particular channel, we can switch that channel to an alternative channel. We can control the channel traffic where the more channel is there we can give the more number of the routers or access points. Best places for the router where we have to keep, that we can understand after the users start using the Wi-Fi. If in a particular place 100 users are using, then the network administrator will come to know this is the place where actually we have to keep the router. The best places for placing the router will be known by using the Wi-Fi analyzer, and the recent usage of the data can also be known. In one particular place the users are downloading more amount of data, then he will understand this is the place where we have to control the particular usage limit. Then only, otherwise the entire company network they are using, they are downloading more data, that will affect the remaining people's usage. So they can limit the usage in a particular area. That can be possible. So definitely not only we are depending on the Wi-Fi analyzer for the network performance, definitely we will use the firewall for the protection. If there is any security leakage, at that time antivirus and firewall, along with the antivirus and firewall, this Wi-Fi analyzer will also help. Where actually this security leak is happening, where actually the attacker is trying to attack the channel, where is that loophole, where is that loophole access point, we can disable that. That can be done by using the Wi-Fi analyzer, mainly to ensure the performance of the network. Signal strength, signal speed, bandwidth should be proper. For these reasons, we are using and security also. So for security, not only we are relying on Wi-Fi analyzer, remember, we are using firewall and antivirus softwares. Along with the firewall and antivirus softwares, Wi-Fi analyzer is also important, even though we use the antivirus software and firewall. But if we do not know in which link the attackers are easily entering into our network, if once they enter into our network, it is very difficult to us to maintain the network safer. Once if they enter to a particular point of the network, entire network can be hacked. So with this Wi-Fi analyzer, along with the firewall and antivirus softwares, we can maintain the security also.